Hi everyone, my name is Adam Kirkwood and I'm a fourth year PhD candidate in geography and a recipient of the 2022 WCS Canada and Weston Family Foundation Fellowship for Northern Conservation. And in this video I'm going to introduce the research that I've been able to work on with the really generous support of this fellowship. The research I'm completing with the support of the fellowship program is focused on landslides occurring along major rivers in the Hudson Bay Lowlands, like you can see in this image of the Churchill River in northern Manitoba. These landslides are actually underrepresented in scientific literature, so there's little that's known about why they're occurring, what's causing them to occur, if they're even related to thawing permafrost, and what their impacts are on the river after they've occurred. So to answer some of these questions and address the knowledge gaps, during the summer 2022 field season, I selected 2 case study landslides along the Churchill River like you can see in these images. At these study sites, I collected soil samples to measure the concentrations of mercury so we have a better understanding of how much mercury might be released to the river after the landslide occurs. And we also used a drone to generate a digital elevation model so we can better understand the morphology of the landslide, and so we can calculate the area and volume of the landslide to understand how much sediment was released to the river. To measure the potential impact of the landslides on mercury concentrations in the Churchill River itself, we took water samples along a 65-kilometer transect of the river both before and after large sections of landslides that occurred on the riverbanks. And what we found so far is that the landslides actually develop over several years. So you can see this on the imagery from the left in 2005. So on the riverbank, there's these small landslides that are beginning to form. And over the course of 11 years, the small landslides grow into a much larger one that we can see in the 2016 imagery on the right, until it eventually stabilizes with only very minor growth. The concentrations of mercury from the sediment samples were very low, so despite there being lots of sediment being released to the river from these landslides, there's actually negligible changes in mercury concentrations in the water samples along the river many years after the landslides occur, indicating that there's only a very small legacy effect of landslides on the river. The funding provided by this fellowship has been very impactful for me as a northern researcher, and it's allowed me to expand the scope of the research that was completed for this project. It also supported the dissemination of this research at an international conference, and so for this I thank WCS Canada and the Weston Family Foundation. Both of these foundations have supported me as an early career researcher working in a regionally and globally important ecosystem, and I really look forward to continuing to work not only on this project, but on future projects during my career as a northern scientist that was kickstarted by these amazing fellowships.
Oh my god, there's so many in your hat.
Like squirted right in my eyes.
Oh no.